I'm stronger than I've ever been before.
When you're feeling weak,
We're stronger,
we are strong.
we're stronger
Stronger than we've ever been.
than we've ever been before.
All right, we're back. So we left off talking about legacy, and you know, it's amazing. Thank you for the behind-the-scenes tour before we jump back on camera, but getting us right into the nitty-gritty and the bones of Delta Dirt and this story. I mean, I was, you know, hair stood up on my arms thinking about, you know, being able to patent or change, you know, Dad's image in the back of the bottle or the 86 proof. But let's get into the secret sauce of Daddy D and the 86 proof tribute that you made, and how this amazing internationally award-winning vodka is actually created. Now, Arkansas Brown. Bourbon.
Yeah, we're doing
Let's
that
talk
too.
about it.
So, yeah, this is where the process starts. I mean, we bring in sweet potatoes that we harvest at the farm in here. We wash those potatoes. Our vodka, that famous vodka, is made out of sweet potatoes and corn. And my brother's growing this amazing corn. It's real life corn that we are. Put your hand in that. That's corn from the Delta.
Good old Delta corn. I bet
Yeah.
it's got some good sweet to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're taking that corn and those sweet potatoes, and we'll take that down and we'll process that and convert that into an amazing vodka. We do the same thing with our gin. We got corn and wheat. We'll do that. But the brown, the Arkansas brown, which is that the one that's going to hit the market and take the market by storm.
You heard it here first, guys. Come on.
Yeah. We've got sweet potatoes, corn, sweet potatoes, rye, and barley.
Wow.
So for those bourbon snobs out there, that rye gives it a little spice kick. The barley gives it that sensation, almost of a little scotch. But the sweet potatoes, it brings through an expression in the mouth that you don't get from a traditional bourbon. So that's what's catching people by, this is it. You know, the nose on that is different than a traditional bourbon too. So we're really proud of that.
Now, real quick, if you're not a drinker,
Yeah.
I don't consume a lot.
Yeah.
I did cut my teeth on Dalwhinnie and Chevish Regal and some of the best scotches as I grew up, but I'm laxed off of that. If I'm not an avid drinker, how does the nose or palate open up to know when they have gotten the right one?
Yeah, so I'll start even with the vodka, which you don't traditionally nose because it kind of smells like rubbing alcohol.
Sure.
That's not the Delta Dirt vodka. The Delta Dirt vodka is going to give you almost a tequila hint because it's the earthiness of the sweet potatoes that you're picking up, and it's allowing an aroma that says, this is palatable. This is something that's worth drinking. And then when they actually taste that sweet potato vodka, you know, people are tasting a vodka and immediately they believe that they're going to get this stringent taste, and that doesn't happen. And then when that doesn't happen, they then are saying, man, this is fascinating. This has a, you know, good aroma, but then when it hits the palate, like there's some sweetness there. It's the sweet potatoes. It's not a flavored vodka. It's not something that we've added to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's sweet potatoes and corn grown down the road. Wow. And I don't drink a lot myself, but when I do, I drink premium. I want to drink good stuff. I know where it comes from, and so premium, local, and black owned. I mean, you don't get much better than that.
Hey, there's some more I gotta ask you about. To my auntie out there, hey Molly, I know you're gonna be watching this. You'll be getting your bottle.
Okay.
And to my connoisseurs, you know, be nice, and yours will come too. But my Mo, I definitely gotta put a bottle aside for you because I know how much you enjoy a good sip on a good day. Yeah. We'll follow you for the next part of the process. This is just amazing, really mom and pop, but I love it because it's from here where it all begins. You don't see mass automation and mass production. They're taking time with each step of the process to wash these sweet potatoes and move through this process as we enter here. And that is the essence of where you get your best quality, in my opinion. It's not skimming off the top on tried and tradition.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, you saw that potato washer there. We were washing those potatoes by hand when we first started. So that's a step up from when we first started, right?
You got to start
You
somewhere.
got to start somewhere. So one day, yeah, we will be able to scale and have like a large washer. We're washing potatoes, a large cooker that we're cooking. You know, this cooker will cook about 1,500 pounds of potatoes. I've got one that's on the way that'll do about 5,000 pounds of potatoes. So we're going to scale ourselves, but we got to grow and grow at a rate that allows none of the quality to be compromised, none of the taste, the flavor, and what we put into that product to be compromised.
Now, my viewers, for layman's terms, when you say this cooker,
Yeah.
I think about Mama and Mama's sweet potatoes on the stove in
Yeah.
a boiling pot. This
Yeah.
is the same process, just mass production.
Yeah,
I
just
got
a
it.
large
I got
pot, and you know they'd have a heat under the stove. I've got a heater under here. It's a
Okay.
steam heat. You turn that on, it will start to cook those potatoes, cook that grain, and really start that process of extracting the sugar from those sweet potatoes.
Okay, walk us through the next part of the
Yeah.
process. You're extracting the sugar after
So
it's cooked.
extract the sugar, we add the yeast,
Okay.
and then the yeast goes to work. The yeast starts to digest that sugar and produce alcohol from that. Now that takes about 4 or 5 days, mostly sitting in these pots. So I'll actually let you take a look.
Okay,
Yeah.
these are digesters?
Yeah, this is a fermentation tank.
Okay, fermentation.
So
Okay.
you move that over here, and
Oh, wow.
that's sweet potatoes.
That looks about like my yellow smoothie this morning with turmeric and,
Yeah,
and sweet potatoes.
That's right.
Wow, that is
And what you can't get on camera is that nose that you
Yeah,
get.
you're just, that's a bite.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So once that fully ferments, now you've converted the sweet potato, the raw sweet potato, to a mash. That mash has now been converted to alcohol. Now we need to extract the alcohol from these potatoes and that water. We'll do that in that copper pot.
Okay. Huh. Why copper? You know, when I looked at one of the original pictures I seen, the old small copper pot, and the first thing I thought was moonshine. And then I think about, wow, how close you are in proximity to the Mississippi River and how important water was for moonshine. And so why copper in this process?
Copper, you're going to see that in most steels. It's because of the nitrate. So copper, actually, I said sulfites. So you know the rotten egg smell you get from eggs? It's a sulfite. Copper actually interacts with that and gets rid of that off odor, that off smell, and you want to use copper to do that.
Got it.
Yeah. It's a natural reaction with the metal and the mash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we move that mash into this copper pot, and really, essentially, what you're doing is boiling the alcohol off of it and separating the alcohol over there. The mash and the water stays here, and you take that back to the farm and either land applied or blend it with some hay and feed it to the cows.
So kids, this is not a toy, Edison, but I'm sure you're going to see this one day. It reminds you of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with all these eyes going up. This is true actual machinery to the process. Tell us about your pot still and your line arm and these components,
Components, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is a 20-plate distillation column.
Okay.
And if you were to go to like some of the large distilleries over in Kentucky or Tennessee, many times you'll see that one column will be 45, 50 feet in the air. This is the same device, except it's split into two. So it goes up. I didn't have the head space to go 45 feet in the air.
Got it.
So it'll go up to the top, it will come down, and then go up these other 10 columns. So what you're doing is taking this mash, turning the heat on, and start to boil that alcohol. Alcohol is going to boil before water does at 173, 74 degrees. That pot gets that temperature. This lean arm gets about 180 degrees. That alcohol is boiling off.
Okay.
These plates that are in that column will actually boil the alcohol off. It will hit that tray. The water will drop out.
Huh.
It will keep going up each tray of that distillation column. Drop the water out. So every plate that you go up, you have less alcohol, less water in there, more alcohol. So you increase your proof at every plate.
Oh, that's how you increase your proof.
That's how you increase your proof to distill that water out. So if it comes out, and when it comes out over here at least when the vodka comes out over here at 190 proof, you've distilled about every impurity that you can out of that. Here's the trick though. Our mash has sweet potatoes in it.
Okay.
It ain't getting rid of all that sweet potato. You know how they say vodka is colorless, odorless, and tasteless?
Tasteless, yes.
We are colorless.
Uh-huh.
But odorless, there's an aroma there.
Uh-huh.
Tasteless, there's some body and
Okay.
cream there that's on the mouth that gives you something that allows you to take a rock of ice and sip a vodka like you would a good bourbon.
Huh. You know I gotta try some. So through all that process, it comes to here, and the final stop is here. And this is a how many gallon? Typically, when you're 200. Go ahead.
This is a 270 gallon tote, but this is not a final run. This is not the vodka run. This is just sweet potato. If you look here, you may not even see it, but that's a sweet potato. So, so this is just the sweet potato, and I told you we have sweet potatoes and corn.
Yeah.
So this is a sweet potato. We have another tote with the corn. We'll take a combination of those two, put it in that pot, and do the vodka run. So this is just what sweet potato smells like. It'll come to you.
What?
Yeah, so that's
That's crazy. Wow.
yeah. So
A funny question the viewers may ask this, but we'll continue up.
yeah.
There is a percentage of water we now know in our alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Is it safe? Why do people consume so much water post a good night? I mean, what should you be consuming to take the edge off of that hangover, that headache, if you've had 2 glasses too many?
Man, I didn't know you were going to ask that question, but it's a great question. One, you should consume water. Period. It's good for you. But when you're consuming spirits, water is going to keep you hydrated, right? Our spirits, at least that's what they tell me, does not give you that hangover effect.
Uh-oh, y'all ready for that?
Listen, I have no scientific evidence of this. But
Still drink your water.
Yeah, still drink
your water.
Drink plenty of water, but also, and I mentioned this before, when you drink spirits, drink premium, drink quite follow. And that's what we're delivering with our vodka, with our gin, and with this brown. It stays in this system long enough to really pull out the impurities that you don't want. And you make good solid cuts with your heads, your hearts, and you just take the really good cut of the alcohol, and then you produce a great spirit that goes in the bottle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so I told you I've got some background in the cannabis industry space, so I've been able to see manufacturing from harvest to tree to plant to breaking it down to productization. So I'm familiar with this particular automation, but please tell them to viewers out there where we're going now with the bottling.
So yeah, we do all the bottling here too, and this is a step up. You talk about continuing to improve your operation. When we first started, we had stainless steel tables where we were washing our bottles, we were filling them in the filters, and we had a plunger machine that would plunge the cork in, a little tabletop label machine. But now we load these bottles on empty, that will wash, fill, cork, label, put the neck label on. In fact, we grab you one of these bottles, and it does all of that for you.
Oh wow!
And we weren't missing any orders, but we were spending a lot of time bottling. But this really allows us to get the bottling operation done, fill the orders, and move on to do some more value-added things, like go and see customers.
Wow. Well, talk about the orders as we get ready to segue outside. Filling the orders, when you were saying that, I was thinking about The Apprentice. No shout out to number 47, the current apprentice with my man, David John. How are you all able to get this out? What are you guys doing in revenue sales right now, being internationally recognized? How many of these are flying off the shelves in your local liquor stores or nationally right now? What's that look like business-wise?
So I'm glad you mentioned the award. This is an award from the largest spirit competition in the world. This is a platinum award from the San Francisco World Spirit Competition.
Stronger.
And
Platinum plaque.
You're only awarded a platinum if you earn a double gold for 3 consecutive years. So this is double gold, which allows you to be platinum. So we're really proud of that. So we're selling all across the state of Arkansas. We have distribution in Mississippi, Tennessee. We just got distribution in Texas.
Platinum plaques.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it.
In Texas, but Texas is a big state, so we're trying to figure out how we're going to bite off a big chunk of that apple at a time.
It's amazing. I mean, storytelling. Even here behind the bottle, you see
The Delta
remnants
Dirt.
of the Delta Dirt there, folks. You can
Oh.
see that dirt and just those special pieces of not only premium quality beverage, but premium quality labeling and packaging, which speaks to the eye of the consumer too. And it doesn't hurt to have a platinum plaque now.
That's right.
It just don't
That's
hurt.
right.
It don't hurt.
And if you want to see some more, look at the back of that label.
Wow. The
That's-
story
that's
of cotton.
Delta cotton, and it's told here. My granddad picked his own cotton and bought that farm. So that's a testament to him and what he was able to do to get that farm.
That's amazing. Well, show us. Let's walk to this corner as we continue. Thank you so much for letting us see just a day in the life of getting these sweet potatoes to actual alcohol content. I want to talk about, just briefly as we wrap up today, this historic area you were in, a golf shot away, just behind you, to the mighty Mississippi River.
Yeah, that's right.
The legacy and history of the King Biscuit Blues Festival and this resurgence. I'm telling you, when you walk out here,
And you see every King Biscuit Blues poster since the festival started in '86.
oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So 1986.
Yeah, 1986 is when the festival started, and this is a collection from a lady, Miss Ann Lewis, who actually is a resident of this community, and she was visiting with her family and said, "Hey, I would love if you would display this collection in your place versus being in my home just for me and my family to enjoy." So
Here we
how
go.
do you say no to that?
Well, come one, come all. 2026, my challenge to you out there, we are going to blow out, raise money, support the Delta in a meaningful way in 2026. If it started in 1986, whether it's the Cherry Street Festival or the King Biscuit Blues Festival, that's a year away.
Yeah.
We're going to pack this place out. We're going to bring friends and family. Helena, get your Airbnbs ready. We're going to get some folks to come down here and try this Delta Dirt and help tell the story. And here's what you're coming for when you come to Helena-West Helena in East Arkansas. James Beard award-winning barbecue. Some of the best in the country right down here in these parts. International platinum plaque, vodka and alcohol now through Delta Dirt. Some of the best music, blues, jazz, R&B that the young folks may or may not know about right here in this area and region. Some of the best art and history right here in the East Arkansas Delta. So we're gonna unpack all of that, get you down here, get some of that barbecue in your belly, some of that bourbon in your stomach to sip on, and just enjoy the life and culture of East Arkansas and the Delta. Take us out here, Harvey, and let's see this block. Yeah, we're coming back. 2026, I think that's a challenge. I'd love to come down here and have a great time.
Yeah.
After you say. Tell us about this beloved corner. Let us see the, man, I feel some type of way. When I got out of my car, I was like, wow, I know what a city on the comeback can look like and feels like, and I can just feel it when I think about this sidewalk in this community. Tell us about where we are right now.
So this is on the National Historic Register of historic places. This is Cherry Street, the main street.
Take me out here.
The main street in downtown Helena. And these buildings, the architectural footprint that exists with these buildings, Hollywood pays good money to set up structures like this. And
This is original here. This is a scene out of a movie.
This
Absolutely.
is a movie scene. That's right. That's right. So I think that the town, the buildings are worth preserving.
So you mean to tell me this is an original movie theater?
That
right
is
here?
an original Malco movie theater right there,
right next to you.
right next to us.
And you said that your building was once a grocer
It was.
and another time.
Fine Meats Market is the picture I saw back in the 30s.
And so if I'm closing my eyes and reimagining 1986, people were all along this street
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And at the end of the street you had what's that I'm looking at? Is it a rice mill or at the very end?
That is a grain bin.
That's a grain bin.
It is, and it serviced barges on the Mississippi River. So you said we were next to the Mississippi? That's how close we are to the Mississippi
Wow.
River.
Wow, that's really special. So this town, I can help but to feel nostalgia and thinking about what the possibilities are and whether it's what some call gentrifying or others call the resurgence. Cities, communities like this just go and show and prove what makes Arkansas stronger.
Yeah.
And I mean, today's conversation has been one of the best. I'm trying to make certain I didn't leave anything off of there. Edison didn't have any questions for me today.
And now that you're here, we're gonna be stronger with Armstrong.
Hey, we ain't got to say more than that. I was going to give you guys my regular sign off, but he said it first. So
Oh, really?
we hope you found yourself stronger today after reviewing this episode than you were before you joined us.
Nice.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Mr.
Nice.
Harvey. I
Thank you.
appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Blessings,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
Amazing.
Thank you for watching. Please be sure to follow us on all social media platforms, streaming platforms, and be sure to subscribe.